right, Manny. Episode 9. How we doing?
Yeah, yeah. Good. Great. Yourself?
Doing great. I got a lot of shit to do, but I'm doing great. Um, how's life?
Life is pretty good.
We're
Start playing Secret World again.
oh, Sekiro.
Yeah, Sekiro, Sekiro.
Uh, how is? I mean, I never played I've watched you play it. But I never really knew how the game was. I know it's a Souls type game, but like, I know I kind of like the aesthetic of it, but I don't know if you
It's
remember if you.
challenge.
I don't know if you
It's
told me.
challenging.
I don't know if you told me, but is it like the hardest like Souls game, or is it like kind of in between?
So far, a lot of people say it's like the most challenging, but it's like not gonna lie, it's like the most fun too.
Is it because of all those like neat mechanics? It got like the
Yeah,
like
yeah,
because like the subtitle says Shadow dies twice. Like you get a second chance even when you die.
yeah. Or you got the mechanical arm
That yeah.
sling thing and whatever. So that just makes it fun, and of course it's challenging. So
I was looking at Digital Foundry's video about like PS5 backwards compatibility, and they were testing Sekiro. You know how that game ran on like an unlocked frame rate?
great, I bet you.
Yeah, it plays well from the footage I saw from their testing. It runs like 60 FPS locked, and that excites me. So that pretty much increases my chances of playing it one day if I ever come across it.
Hmm.
So, because you know me in the Souls games, I'm just like, I don't know. No thanks.
Yeah,
I choose life.
yeah, I don't blame you. I
Yeah,
don't force people to play the Souls game. 'Cause
yeah.
I understand. Like, yeah, don't worry about it. They're super challenging and frustrating.
The only one that I really want to try is Bloodborne because I'm really drawn to that aesthetic, and so is Sekiro. I think Sekiro looks awesome, but Bloodborne is the one that's like, damn. Like every time I look at it, I'm just like, I want to learn more. I want to see more because I like that like Victorian kind of gothic look. Like
Hmm.
just like fucked up demonic look. I don't know, man. It just draws to me. But it's just like I said, it's one of those like Souls games. I'm just like, oh, then never mind.
Hmm.
Yeah, but would you say that's the most? Well, I guess you can say the same about all of them. But what to you out of all of them is the most RPG out of all of them, or are they all the same?
I would say this one's like the most RPG one because with the Souls game, you gotta rely like purely on skill and
Mm-hmm.
luck. Let's face it. I
So
don't care how many. I don't care how many people say, "Well, yeah, I just got skill." I said, "No, I seen your videos. A lot of the times, you just got lucky."
right, is that a common thing? You just got lucky in that game.
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit I beat a lot of the bosses I've beaten and whatever. I just beat out of pure luck.
Shit.
Like one guy, no, like oh damn, I could tell you in the Dark Souls remastered, I actually
Mm-hmm.
beat a boss because he walked off the building.
I've seen videos of like bosses just killing themselves in those games.
Yeah, like he went to go charge him in me attack. I dodged. He fell out the building. I won. I'm like, okay, okay.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
So is that common? Like, do bosses kill themselves? Or is that just like not a
It's
glitch, but like
in like the old versions of the game, yeah,
okay,
especially Dark Souls, it's like very common.
okay. Because like I low key want that to happen. I want to cheese my way out of those games. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just so I can say I beat it. Yeah, you beat it, but like all the
Yeah, just
bosses killed themselves.
who cares? Who cares? You beat it.
They all fell down to their deaths. That you didn't technically beat it. Because like I'm so interested in Demon Souls. I think it looks fantastic, but I'm just
Hmm.
like I said, it's just another Souls game. I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm not trying to break my DualSense yet.
Yeah, like that's a very expensive controller.
Yeah.
Like I've thought about I went since I told you earlier I went to Walmart today and I was looking for the accessories because I heard they were selling them early. I didn't see any of them. So
Sold out.
yeah, they're most likely sold out. Everyone's buying them up, and I'm just like, well, shit, because I want to buy an extra one just in case I break the DualSense thing because
Hmm.
I kind of want to get Demon Souls around launch, but and also because I'm kind of like paranoid, especially with brand new technology that's gonna break on me.
Hmm.
Luckily, I'm the kind of person. This happened when I bought my PS4, and when I think it was with my mom. My mom was present when I was buying my PS4, and she was like, "Well, why don't you buy the warranty?" And I was like, "I don't know. every time I buy something new, it never breaks on me, and this is true. Every time I bought a console, nothing's happened to it. And they all still work. Even my PS1 still works, right? And I'm just like, I don't know, you should have bought the warranty. And I'm like, oh, whatever, because to be honest with you, really quick, just between you and me and the audience, I'm broke as shit. I don't want to
Hmm.
spend another $50 or $100. Um, but
That's why I always take extra money. That's why I always take like a bit of extra money whenever I buy like a system.
yeah, I think I should start doing it, especially with the PS5. But I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm usually pretty lucky. Nothing bad ever happens. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, because I kind of want a second DualSense, just in case the first controller broke. Because this happened with my first PS4. The controller, at least the trigger, got really squeaky, so it made like a squeaking noise every time you pulled it. Like, when you play like Call of Duty, it'll make like a squeaking noise every time you like, shoot.
Hmm.
So it got really annoying, but it kind of fixed itself. But then the squeaking came back, so I'm just like, well, shit. Yeah, so stuff like that happens, but no major hardware failures has ever happened. The same thing happened for PS4 Pro. That thing worked like a charm until now. Now it's sounding like a jet engine trying to take off.
Mm.
Yeah, but really quick, Manny. So is that what you've been playing? Is just Sekiro?
That, I'm getting ready for the Ultimate Edition Mortal Kombat. I've been playing Mortal Kombat XL because they
Okay.
just did a combat cast for Melina, and she looks fucking insane.
Oh yeah, I
She has a
saw.
mo she has a cyberpunk mohawk.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the link you sent me, and Melina looks really cool, man.
Yeah, they're saying she's basically like a Mortal Kombat 3 and 2 part. I was like,
Nice.
say no more.
It's like I was thinking this while I was watching the trailer. I was like, oh, Melina looks sick, but I was also thinking, man, could you imagine if they like did nothing to her, like like make her a boring character? I was like, oh, she's in the game now, you can't complain, but she like sucks.
You
Like
know
she's.
what's crazy? That's what I thought what they were gonna do. I'm like,
Mm,
okay, okay, if another one wanted to, they could be like super petty, just
hmm.
put her in the game
Right.
and just make her like trash as hell, just because
Right.
hey, you say you wanted her in the game. You never say anything about us make her actually good.
Right. Because I was thinking, do you think they had another character planned instead of Melina? Like we would have gotten someone else other than her if
Well,
people weren't.
there was like an interview with Ed Boon, and from the way he said it, according to him, she was always going to be DLC in the game. He just wanted to keep the people waiting.
Oh, Ed Boon,
It's fucked up.
man of the people.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, I could see Ed Boon doing some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because something, I don't know, something tells me that they wanted to do like another character, maybe bring back Tremor or something, or maybe bring back.
Supposedly don't supposedly there's a leak online, like on a Spanish site,
Hmm.
that there's a Comic Pack 3 coming, like
Okay.
for next generation characters.
Okay.
Like I think they were saving it for when like the PS5 came out, which they did. That's
Hmm.
kind of smart of them.
Right.
And one of the characters is going to be Reptile. Two of the characters are supposed to be Reptile and Smoke.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised we haven't gotten Smoke yet.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten Reptile yet.
Yeah,
I
oh,
don't
and
remember him
Reptile too.
dying in the
Both of
last
those
game.
characters, but Smoke is my guy always. I mean, it was for me. It's Smoke, Scorpion, Cabal.
Well, according to Johnny Cage, Cabal Sack.
I mean, ever since MK9, those have been my three characters: Smoke, Cabal, and Scorpion. Maybe Johnny Cage, but on a like if I'm playing serious, I'm always a Smoke guy, always. Um,
Well, they made him badass in Mortal Kombat 9, so I don't blame
yeah.
you for liking Smoke.
Hey man, that's what got me into Smoke. I was just like, shit, man, this guy's badass. He's like
That
the most.
hair
He's like, yeah, he's like the most anime looking guy they got. I'm like, yeah.
and his X-ray is basically a damn wrestling move. He ran Randy
Fuck
Orton
yeah,
on
man.
you.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember because he had like one of my favorite X-rays in the game. He just freaking kicks you in the skull. I mean,
but
god damn.
but
Okay, Randy Orton.
it also gives me bad memories because I told you about my tournament experience. I played
Yeah.
MK9. I played Smoke throughout the majority, but then I also switched to Freddy Krueger. I don't know why I did it. I did it to show off, and I got my ass kicked.
Mm. It happens to the best of us, yeah.
Yeah, but I learned from my other the next tournament after that was Injustice. I just got second place with Catwoman, and I thought, okay, this is my peak. I'll never, or I mean, I can only go up from here. But like
Mhm.
I just got a text. I'm sorry, but yeah, that was like that's the epiphany I had. Okay, stick with one character. Okay, try to learn
Mhm.
multiple characters if you can, but if you are really good with one, just stick with that one.
Mhm.
Just like with every time I see Sonic Fox, he like plays like what's that guy's name? Shit, who's the cowboy's name? Aaron Black
Yeah, and Black
during
how he played
MKX.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
MKX.
was insane.
Mm-hmm. Because I've always thought, man, Sonic Fox, he's like an Aaron Black main, and I'm just like, holy shit. And I forgot, did he also play Alien or who was the
Yeah,
he also
yeah, he actually played it. I think he won the other Evo tournament with Alien.
with Alien? Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was a point where I kind of dropped off MKX because I don't know, I don't know, like there was a point that I just stopped playing. I don't know. I think that's when college got really serious for a bit, and then I just stopped because I really wanted to play a lot of that game, but then I kept getting discouraged, getting my ass kicked, even by my friend Jason. Shout out to him. I was like, damn, he beat me so bad. I'm just like, man, I think I should just quit and just focus on school. And same thing happened with MK11. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of time into this, and then you came along, man, and you just whooped my ass with
Mm.
Scorpion. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
back to studying.
you're like, oh, okay.
Oh,
This is why
I'm
I
getting
stopped playing.
yeah. No, well, yeah.
Yeah, I would, don't lie, Gian.
Yeah, yeah. But I had fun, even though I got
Okay.
my ass kicked.
That's funny too, 'cause I told you, yeah, just watch. I'm kind of rusty at this game, and I rusty.
Rusty, you won like 7 games out of the 9 that we played.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Fuck you
yeah,
mean?
I was. Yeah, Hector said the same thing. What the fuck you mean you're rusty? You just beat my ass. Hey, yeah, that's rusty. 'Cause I should have gotten a perfect on you.
I don't know. Now every time you talk about MK, Manny, I'm just like, I don't want to play you in MK. I want to live.
I'm trying to
I want to
live, damn
breathe.
it.
I'm trying to breathe. But I don't know if you know. Did they say? Okay, I'm starting to remember. They said MK11 is coming to PS5, right?
Yeah, and they were answering questions about the whole upgrading to PS5 because he was like, yeah, 'cause I've been getting a lot of questions about this. I'm like, okay,
Because I have the vanilla MK11 on PS4. That should be no problem. I can just stick that into the PS5 and I'll get the PS5 version, right?
yeah, he said it.
Okay.
Just if you got it like me, I got it
Mhm.
digitally. He just said for digital only, you're just gonna have to go online, like put your name in, and then you're gonna have to do it like via laptop. Well, okay, that's not a problem. Sounds
Like
like a bit of
you
hassle.
have to you have to go to your account something or like that
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you know how you like download games on your library? It'll be right there.
yeah. And that's the way. From what I understood, that's the way Tyler said it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, cuz like that's the
my
idea
bad,
I all good.
my bad. I had my alarm went off.
No, all good, man. That's the idea I had in my head. It's like, oh, if you have the digital copy, it'll automatically be converted to PS5 or have a separate copy for PS5.
Yeah, I think
That's what makes sense to me.
it's probably gonna like prompt you like, hey, we see you got the PS5,
Hmm.
you can upgrade it for free.
Yeah, because what's one game? Borderlands 3 is the same deal where if you already have the game, they can upgrade you for free, but they haven't said when, right?
No, they haven't said when. And
Because like
then
I'm looking forward to it. Like I don't mind replaying Borderlands 3 again.
me neither. And then he also said that basically like all your skins, all the towers, basically everything that you earn will get transferred over.
Well,
I'm
that's
like, okay,
good
good.
because a lot
No,
of
good. 'Cause
people,
I wasn't
yeah.
trying to do all that shit all over again.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people are concerned about save files, about how that's a
Yeah,
developer decision.
yeah. What the NRS basically said, yeah, as long as you got your PSN name, as long as you got your email, your PSN name, and
Mm-hmm.
all that, like all the stuff you earn, like costumes, skins,
Right.
time towers, characters, will be transferred over. So okay, and everything else I'm not too concerned about. I just
Mm-hmm.
like because I'm not trying to get all that shit again. So
Right.
it took me a very long time to get a lot of those fatalities and all that.
Because from what I remember, they're remastering Spider-Man PS4. They're remastering it. I
Hmm.
don't remember if they said anything about save files, like to transfer into the PS5 version.
Yeah.
So it looks like I have to do everything again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be another cool platinum, but it's gonna be time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh well. When I get it and whatever, I don't mind playing that game over again.
yeah, I don't mind. It's just I wish I had everything unlocked so I can just free roam, at 4K
Yeah.
60. But I have to work my way there again, which is I guess it's fine. But I'm really looking forward to Miles Morales.
Mm.
Let's see what I've been playing. I'll be honest with you, Chief. I've only been playing this little Yu-Gi-Oh game for the PS4. uh,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah.
They're still making games for him?
Not. This was the last game that ever come out. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. It came out back in like 2015. The latest update came out like 2 years ago. It came out on Switch, and I don't know what they added. I think they added an extra campaign or something. I don't know, but it's a really fun game. It's I think I would say I would go as far as say it's probably the best simple Yu-Gi-Oh game you can get right now. That's like current gen.
Hmm.
That's all
I'm
I've been playing.
intrigued.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a budget title. It's only like $20, and it has like literally a bajillion cards, and the only microtransactions they have is like more story content. So all the cards, yeah, they're kind of like loot boxy, but they're all free with the in-game currency.
Hmm.
So if you want to like earn cards, okay, just grind and earn these
Yeah, just
points
play the
and
game.
just play the game, yeah. And you know they all have pretty, I'd say fairly lengthy campaigns. Like here's the thing, I don't know if you ever watched the anime. I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
So they
I forgot.
have
I low-key forgot how kind of racial it was too.
they have the campaign for the OG series, and then they have GX, and then they have 5Ds, the one the one that the motorcycles.
Hmm.
Yeah. So and they have two extra series that I've never heard of. Like I think it's called Zexel and Arc V or whatever. And I'm like,
Zexo? That sounds like a damn anime. That sounds like
I
freaking hentai.
I literally stopped after GX and then heard about 5Ds. I'm like, okay, what's 5Ds? Oh, they duel on motorcycles. Count me out.
Yeah. Okay.
Count me out. I'm done. Yeah. But the reason I was interested is because it's got the OG card. You could play as the OG characters against the OG character, and you could play online. So I was like, shit, for $20, that's fine. And fuck, I don't know how many hours I put into it since it came out. But it's always a good time. This was a game I've always had installed, and whenever I feel like to play something, I play this. And what's cool is that you can turn off the music and you can have Spotify in the background on the PS4 and just chill with the music and
Hmm.
just duel, exercise your brain, think up some strategies. That's all I've been playing because right now I'm prepping for PS5. I I'm sending my PS4 away. I'm putting it back in the box and don't know when I'll ever see it again. And I don't know if I don't know if I told you, but I've been installing a lot of games on an external hard drive.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
I
You
don't
were
know if you
telling me.
you saw my Instagram story
Yeah.
where I've just been installing a shit ton of games on I got a 2 terabyte hard drive, external hard drive, and I'm just installing games on there so I could like play them on PS5 that way. So because here's the thing, you could play PS4 games on the PS5 obviously, but you could also use the SSD to take advantage of the loading. Yeah, but I have like almost 50 games. I don't think I could fit 50 games on this on this
Yeah.
SSD. So what's cool is that
Quick
you could.
question. When it comes to the
Mhm,
SSD,
right.
I could. Would I be able to use the one I currently have, or do I have to go get a new one?
Like you're saying, if you can use like an
Like, 'cause I got an external drive, or
okay.
it's gonna be like internal. Do I gotta go get me a new one,
So what
or
it is that if you have an external drive, and this is good, someone might be listening and they're probably confused. Um, so let's say you have an external drive, you got a whole bunch of games in there, or you want to, let's say it's empty, you want to use it.
yeah?
You can only you can store PS5 games on there, but you can't play it off of it.
Okay,
Like you cannot play off because the thing is, it's an HDD. Those
okay,
games were designed with an SSD in mind, so you can't really play off of it.
okay. So I'll just give me like another one then.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's no Sony approved SSD out right now in the market
Oh yeah,
that
that's right. They did say that. Yeah, that's gonna come in the future.
right, it's gonna come out soon. We don't know when. Hopefully soon because like I know they're advertising 825 gigabytes out of the box, but in reality that's gonna be like 600, and that's not a lot. uh,
No, it is not.
recently
That's
recently
barely enough. That's barely enough for like 3 games, I
yeah,
think. So
I was getting ready to say that recently they revealed the file size for Black Ops Cold War. That game is 133 something gigs.
Jesus
Yeah,
fucking Christ.
yeah. The I can from the top of my head, the PS4 is like 95 gigs or something. PS5 is like 133. Regular Xbox One is like 93 gigs, and then the Series X and S are like 136 or something like that. Uh, and we can talk about this later. That's definitely one of the topics about like the
Yeah.
for the reviews of Xbox Series X and S. But it's just outrageous how big these games are, even on now next gen. Because I thought they would get smaller, but it looks like no.
No.
But going back to the external HDD, Manny, is that you could still store PS5 games on there. Like I said, you just can't play them, but you could store
Okay.
them. You know.
Okay.
But you could still store PS4 games on it and play off of them. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I could store the PS4 games and play them on my PS5. I
Yeah.
just can't do it with the PS5 games.
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
But there's a catch. Well, not a bit, not like oh my god, this is horrible. But like if you play it off in HDD, you won't see the benefits of like fast loading and things like that. Like if you want to use Game Boost, like if you want to play, for example, Ghost of Tsushima at 60 FPS, you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to install it to the SSD to take advantage of it. That's my best guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I was like, that's not a big deal. If I really want to take advantage of SSD, I'll just move it to the SSD, and when I'm done, just move it back to the hard drive.
That was low key my plan. Like whatever PS5 games I'm not playing, I just store it to
Mm-hmm.
that hard drive.
Yeah, that's another idea I had too. Like, let's say I really want to keep this game, but I need the space for I don't know, for example, Cyberpunk.
Hmm.
Like, let's say I have Spider-Man. I'm done with Spider-Man, but I don't want to delete it, so I'll just put it on the hard drive and then make room for Cyberpunk. And then when I'm done with that, put Spider-Man back in. You know the drill. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. That's cool and all that you can do that, but it's gonna be very, very tiring. You're gonna be like, oh, I have to go do this and that just to play a game. It's kind of disappointing that these storage spaces are not super high. But I get it. But I understand why they're not high because it's fucking expensive. You know, like the what is it the storage thing? What is it? The little memory card that Microsoft is selling.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
$200.
it's like a terabyte. It's like $220, dude. That's like almost the price of the Series S.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you might as well just buy yourself a damn system with
Yeah,
that money.
could you imagine if you get the Series S and you're like, oh, I want more space, and you get this $200 card? Why not just buy the Series X at that point? You know, like that the Series S is like 300 and the card is like 200. You do the math. You just spent the money on a Series X that you don't have.
Hmm.
It's like what the fuck? I don't know. Ugh. We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
But that's all I've been playing. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh, just chilling, listening to Cody and Cambria, a little bit of Pale Waves. Shout out to them. I know they're like
I
kind
was
of
playing Mortal. I was listening to Spirit Box while playing Mortal Kombat 11. I felt such like a badass.
a. Man, all these characters that are coming out, I really want to come back to Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm really glad it's getting a PS5 version. So chances of me going back are pretty high.
Just let me know when you're on, so I won't play you.
So you see me online, just avoid me.
I got you. He's like,
Yeah.
ooh, Gian. Oh wait, hold on. I promised I would avoid him.
No, I mean you could play against me. I'm just asking you to stay still and let me whoop your ass.
No problem.
Just stand there, fam. Let me hit you.
Let me win one thing.
Let me win. Yeah, and I'll win with like the cheapest way possible. I don't know.
I play in the combat league. I'm used to seeing people win the cheap way. Oh,
Oh. Yeah, I'll try. I'll like try to learn a combo. Here's the thing. I kind of struggled picking a character, and the only character that I really like playing was Kung Lao. But I don't know how high in the tier he is. Is he high tier, mid tier, low tier? Like,
I think he's mid. I think
yeah.
he's low tier. I don't see him online.
Really, because I like playing him. I had a lot of fun with him, and not. I remember at launch a lot of people played him, but then after that, I never
There's
heard
a
of him.
big balance. Another thing that was on the comic card. There's like a big balance change coming
Okay.
when this thing comes out. So
Okay.
probably that whole tier list
Mm-hmm.
is gonna change
It's
because
gonna be all out of whack.
yeah, because I know one of the high tier characters, my girl Centurion. She's
Mm-hmm.
like on the top.
Right.
It's like yeah, I'm not surprised if you're a good zoner. She's a master at it.
Right.
Scorpion is one of them.
I saw Rambo gameplay. He looks like a zoner too.
Well, he has like one or two things that you're gonna zone, but he's mostly like up close. He's
Like
basically
traps,
about
like a trap kind of guy.
yep traps and like if you try getting close to him, he's gonna whoop you. He's like okay, yep, that's the Rambo I know.
I'm looking forward to see how Rambo plays.
Same.
Max was saying that he's interested in playing Rambo, but he's not like, oh my god, all about it. But he's like, all he's saying so far
I'm
is that
intrigued.
Rain is like the character he's most looking forward to.
I'm just intrigued because I don't know, dude, Rambo's one of the movies I grew up watching. Now
Right.
he's in a freaking Mortal Kombat game.
Let me ask you something, Manny. How old are you when you were introduced to Mortal Kombat? Like 12, 10, 8,
Like 6.
6? Shit. And you knew about Rambo. Did you ever think that Rambo would ever show up in a Mortal Kombat game? What would 6-year-old you think?
I would have thought you were crazy.
But if 6-year-old you saw Rambo in Mortal Kombat, would you be like, holy shit? Like,
I don't know if I said holy shit, but I'll be like,
holy
oh my
crap?
god, holy crap, my Rambo's in Mortal Kombat. My mom will proceed to
Say
look at me.
what?
What's it? What's a Mortal Kombat?
What's a Rambo?
No, she knows who Rambo is because
Oh,
she's seen the movies.
okay.
But yeah, what's a Mortal Kombat? Why are you talking about Rambo?
It's
Why are you
like
watching
I.
Rambo?
It's just like I find that fascinating. Like characters around that time, like Rambo. Well, they were like 10 years before. But characters like Rambo, RoboCop, Terminator, characters that you dreamed of being in a Mortal Kombat game, now it's a reality.
Mhm.
Like don't
Spawn. Spawn's a
and
perfect
Spawn
example of what
and
you just
Spawn,
said because people
absolutely.
have been wanting Spawn since Mortal Kombat 9,
Yeah.
and Max is a perfect example of that.
Hmm.
Hell, he was crying when they revealed him.
Man, where were you at when Spawn got revealed at Soul Calibur 2?
So this is back when I used to hate the Xbox,
Yeah.
so I was kind of pissed off when I said Spawn's coming so Calibur only on Xbox. Fuck you
Fuck.
guys. But hey, I was happy with the guy I got on PS2 when I got Hihachi. He's like, okay,
Right. I
Hihachi's
mean,
one of my characters in Taken, so I can't complain.
yeah. I mean, who else would you put there?
Yeah,
You know. I know GameCube probably sold the best because obviously Link.
yeah,
Uh, Soul Calibur is probably one of the only series that I'm willing to own multiple copies. Is because of that, because of the different characters.
mm,
Like Soul Calibur 4, I used to have like my first version I've ever played was the 360 version, and I had Yoda.
mm.
But I was just like, oh fuck, the PS3 version has Darth Vader. Fuck Yoda, I want to play Darth Vader. So I'd switch over to the PS3 version. But with 5, they didn't do that, right? They only had Ezio.
Yeah.
And then the only version of Soul Calibur I have is Soul Calibur 2, and I have the PS2 version and I have the GameCube versions, and I'm just like, yep, now I'm content because I'm just like, a fighting game with Link, I gotta have it.
Hmm.
But it makes me wonder, they don't want to do that anymore because 6, all they have was Gerald or whatever his
No,
name is.
they had Gerald. They had this
Wait, they
girl
have
from
Gerald from Hey Arnold?
Hey Gerald. He attacked you with his hair.
He'll stab you with his hair.
Oh, good lord. No, they had Gerald. They had this. They added this girl for
Oh, Nier
Nier.
Automata? Yeah, Nier.
Yeah, Nier Automata. They got whole model from Samurai Showdown.
That's right.
And Samurai Showdown, they're doing guest characters all of a sudden.
Oh,
They're
that's
just doing
right.
it with characters we've never heard of
Yeah,
before.
that's
Like,
that's right. Now that you reminded me, now that two B's in that game, and you who from Sam Show?
well, I know they got a character from For Honor. I said, okay, whatever. I never liked
Oh,
that
from
game.
in Sam Show they got a For Honor character. Yeah, I remember that. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, then they got another character for some game that was only released in China. I was like, okay. But she's actually fun as hell to play as, so I'll give her a pass.
Okay.
And then the last character is from a game I started playing a couple of years ago, but it's like known as like an underrated classic from SNK, The Last Blade.
Hmm.
I'm like, holy shit. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's a pleasant surprise.
How is Sam Show now? Do you think it's still kind of alive? Like, do you think a lot of people still play it?
That's probably like in Japan because I was trying to
Well,
get
I would imagine
online.
Japan, obviously, but
But
like
yeah,
here
I
in
played like a few good. I played like I wouldn't. It's pretty scarce, but the
Mm-hmm.
online matches did play, they were actually kind of fun. Like
Okay.
someone actually like messaged me to give me props that hey bro, that was a good game. I'm like, holy shit.
So it's like that kind of community where like the guys will message you back, hey man, that was a GG. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's where you know it's a very passionate community where they'll like a very small, driven community where they like go out of their way and message you like, hey man, that was pretty good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. The main reason I lost was just because I tried attacking him. I left myself wide open. He did like that. You probably seen when he like goes forward with the blade.
Mm-hmm.
It
Where
has
they
like
like
that
insta
cool
kill
death.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he beat me. Cause and they said, "Hey, bro, great GG." It's like, oh,
Oh, appreciate you. It makes me wonder. Do you think they'll ever bring back Bushido Blade?
I, I hope so. That would be epic.
Who owns
'Cause
that
I know
again?
Max streamed.
Oh yeah, I saw him play it. But who
Oh,
owns that again? Is it Konami or Square?
I think it's Square.
You know what? Google's our friend.
Yep. If it
Google
was
is our friend.
Konami, it's not happening. Cause of bitches.
Yeah, they are bitches. Let me see. Nope, SquareSoft. So it has a chance.
Yes.
So
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance?
you're saying there's a chance. I never played Bushido Blade, but I've always been like interested in it. But every time Max plays it, I'm like, okay, I can watch for a bit.
It's a fun game. It was a fun game when we played it because it's like one hit kills. Like
hmm
you have to be smart in that game or you're gonna
And you're
get
like
well killed.
you kind of like roam around. It's not like limited.
Yeah.
I remember when he was playing it, he got like insta killed pretty instantly.
Yeah.
Like he was like, what the fuck? And there was like a weird first person mode, or is that its own mode, or was that part of the game? Like the part of
That was
the
part of the game. That was part of the game.
because like you like after the fight it goes first person. Like I remember there was a first person mode, and I'm just like, who
It
the
was like a
fuck?
replay. It's kind of like the kill cam.
Okay, because I'm like, why the fuck would you play a fighting game in first person mode? Like, huh?
They for some reason they're still putting that in games. He said, "Why am I gonna play a first person shooter? I mean,
Oh,
like a first person fighting game. Well, I see why they did for Dead or Alive for perverts.
oh yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah. If any game has VR support, yeah, it's in first person. Because I know Tekken has VR support.
Hmm.
Yeah. What was that other game? Those like weird, shovelware games that are like for Connect or whatever. Like it was a first person boxing game or whatever. So yeah, I mean they
I know
make.
what you're talking about
Yeah,
because
now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, there are first person fighting
we
games.
we we had a connect. Oh boy,
I never had a Connect. Never.
I think we only had like one. We only had like one game, but that was like the only game we needed. But that was Dance Central.
Yeah, that's just a fucking workout.
Yeah, it is. But like, if you get like a bunch of friends over who just want to play that game, you're gonna have a ball.
Yeah. If I ever had a Connect, the only game I would probably have, and I know it's a trash game, would be Dragon Ball for Connect.
Just because it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because it bears the name, and I gotta have it. So, just like how I told you the other day, if it bears the name, I gotta
I'm
have it.
buying it. I don't care if it's
I have to
trash.
buy it. If it's trash, I don't care. Just like how I bought that, that you know what game,
Yeah,
like the game
the
based on
game that's
the
like
game that's
the
based on a movie that we can't talk about or discuss.
yeah that yeah that name the game that's not be named.
Yeah, exact. Or you could. Well, yeah.
Yeah, let's just not do
Let's
that.
just go with that.
For all
But
our wrestling fans, they're named after a famous stable. There you go.
there you go. The best one of the best stables of all time.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I told you, hey, it was on a shelf, dirt
Hmm.
cheap. No one wanted it. I didn't buy it when I first saw it, but weeks later I came back and I saw it on that same shelf. No one bought it. It's a sign. It's like one of those first instances. Okay, it's Dragon Ball related, but do I need it? You know? But then after I came back, not week after week, but like weeks later, and I'm like, it's still here. I guess I gotta buy it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I don't like looking at it, so I just stick it in my closet. And I forget about it. Like I don't even know, if my PSP collection ever gets huge, because right now, like I told you, I bought a pretty healthy, pretty not big lot, but a pretty decent sized lot of PSP games. But even then, I don't know if I still want a display of all those games that I'm getting, or like the ones I have. Because I have what I'm looking at my collection. I have Crisis Core. I got Dissidia 1, Dissidia 2. I got the Final Fantasy quote unquote remake. The Final Fantasy 1 on PSP. Not sure if I mean I guess it was a remake, but they like put it on PSP. I don't know.
Mm.
uh,
Sorry to interrupt you, but
what's up?
there's already someone gameplay like a walkthrough of Valhalla, so I want to just see how it looks like real quick.
Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, I know that game. Kind of everyone pretty much has that game right now.
Yeah,
Like I told you earlier, one of the game stores that we go to, they got it in early, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh shit, that's pretty sweet. I was in the neighborhood and I was like, maybe I should go get it, but I'm just like, I think I can wait.
I'm already getting whatchamacallit, Odyssey feel just by looking at the
Yeah,
conversations they're having.
it's literally Odyssey, and I think there's nothing
In
wrong with
Nordic.
that. Yeah,
That's as a wise man named Diamond Dallas Page said, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
like I literally had no issues with Odyssey. I thought, well, other than maybe, well, it has to be more towards loot. I don't know if like I don't know. Like I'm not a
Like
fan of.
buying like getting like the armor, like that extra armor, brand new horses and all that.
Yeah, like, sometimes it could be a little too expensive, but
Yeah, that is.
I'm just not a fan of like those multiplayer esque, loot where it says, oh, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, this is a single player game. Like single player games shouldn't be like that. But if you want to be
Yeah.
like that, I mean, but then that at the same time, I like Borderlands. Yeah, but Borderlands is an online experience as well. Like.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like me seeing that in a single player experience, it's like okay, interesting. I'll deal with it.
Yeah,
But
cause I thought nothing was going to take Brotherhood's place as my favorite Assassin's Creed game,
I
and
remember
then
you
this
told
game
me.
came.
Yeah, you told me that Brotherhood's your favorite. I'm like, damn.
Just
Uh,
cause the online was a blast to play. I loved the online.
I'll be honest with you. I've only played at best like 2 hours of Brotherhood, and that was when it came out. I didn't really give it a shot because I was still just into Assassin's Creed 2. Like I was still
Yeah,
playing Assassin's Creed 2 at that point.
the online in that game was well. Then I just liked everything about the game. Like you could recruit people to
Hmm.
be your assassin. You could send them to like kill people.
Isn't it also kind of like didn't it have like a tower defense mechanic?
Yeah, that too. So
That
there was
too.
like a lot of things.
Because I remember
But the
playing that, like that specific part. I was like, oh, this is a tower defense game. Oh, cool.
hmm and then the online, it was just fun. That you're an
Yeah, like,
assassin, but you also gotta watch out for other
you could
people.
like stab people out of nowhere. Yeah, I remember that. It was like
And then they like to
yeah,
yeah
it was the first time that I had online, right? That was the first multiplayer
yeah,
Assassin's Creed game.
and they did it and they hit it out the home run. I don't know. And then I don't know what the fuck happened with with that next game they played. The one that was set in France.
Well, the one that set in France was Unity, but the one that came after Brotherhood was Revelations, I think.
Yeah, Revelation was good, but I don't know what the hell they were smoking
Yeah,
when
no,
they
and
did
I
Unity.
know what you mean. Like Unity, yeah, Unity was fucking garbage. Like it was, I didn't like it. Like
I
I'm
didn't
just like,
like it. Me and my brother tried playing co-op. Our game broke. Our
yeah,
freaking game crashed.
mm-hmm,
Okay, I think that's something telling us not to play this game online, Hector.
yeah. Ugh. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, God, no, I don't want to think about it. But I remember, yeah, I played Revelations for a bit. I liked it. And then after that was AC3. I remember.
AC AC3 wasn't too bad. I didn't like the hero though.
Well, I never played AC3, but I know a friend. I had a friend. I have a friend that was really big into Assassin's Creed. Like he was like a big fan of 1, 2, and Brotherhood and whatever. And he was like a big fan. Like he was my go-to guy for Assassin's Creed. And he told me Assassin's Creed 3 was his favorite. And I'm just like, well, okay, well, that's good to
I
know.
mean, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't like the hero was like the only thing I didn't like about it.
He's not a likable protagonist, I guess you would say.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know it's still like the character when you play the real life segments, it's still the same character. Like what's his name, Desmond something?
Yeah.
Desmond, yeah,
Hmm.
yes, it's still him. But I heard about it's about like the Mayan apocalypse or whatever or something like that. It's about the apocalypse. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought we were in France or in colonial America. I don't know. Like the real life segments of Assassin's Creed always got my head scratching. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they still do. I kind of just stopped paying attention
Yeah,
to the
I
real
mean
life thing. I'd be like,
they downplayed it a lot with the after that. Like for AC4, it's like oh it's there, and then with Unity, I don't.
and Odyssey, they're like,
Odyssey, it's like
oh,
what the fuck we're here. Like oh we're in real life now, cool.
cool, I guess,
And
but
it's
they
like
didn't
5 minutes
shove it down
long.
your throat. They shove it down your throat. They're like, hey, this the real life. Hey, don't forget, we got a real life part in this game. But if you don't
Yeah,
want to pay attention to it, that's fine. You
and
do you.
yeah, because I've always thought the biggest strength of Assassin's Creed, obviously living in those like ancient, those old worlds. And Odyssey, I thought Odyssey was gonna be the first game. It's like, oh, there's no real life, there's no meta game or whatever. But when I played it and I got to that part, I was like, oh, so they're still doing this. Sweet. And then once that was over, okay, back to the game. But like I said, I enjoyed Odyssey. I thought it was a great game. That's my favorite Assassin's Creed. My favorites, obviously, it's gonna be 2, and then Odyssey, and then that's it.
Mhm.
I,
But it's Odyssey is gonna be number one. I mean, yeah, Odyssey is number one. Brotherhood is
mhm.
number two. And then I'll say Black Flag. Black Flag is an honorable mention because
Yeah,
I like the way it was going.
yeah. Black Flag. I'd give it an honorable mention as well. I liked it. I liked the setting. But that was the game, along with 3. The main reason why I didn't pick up 3 was the naval combat. It just didn't look like. I'm not saying oh it's not cool. Like oh it's cool, but I just didn't like how it controlled.
Yeah, they
And I
did a
got
thing. They
major
did.
anxiety, and especially in Black Flag when I played it. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not touching this game ever again.
Yeah. Well, they did. Well, they improved a lot on when it came to
Yes
Odyssey.
they did. Yeah, because I remember when Odyssey was coming out. My brother's also a really big Assassin's Creed fan, and I asked him because he got the game when it came out, and I said, hey, this game has naval combat, right? He's like, yep. I'm like, shit. He's like, well, what's going on? Well, I don't really like naval combat. Ever since AC4 had it, or when starting with 3 had it, and then 4 had it, I didn't like it. He's like, well, it's way different than 4. This one's actually pretty fun. Like, and he was just explaining. He even got down, loaded the game, and showed me. He's like, yeah, this is what you do, and that pretty much confirmed. Okay, then I'll try it out for myself, and if I don't like it, cool. I can just I don't know, try to get it cheap and forget about it, I guess, right?
Hmm.
But I got a good deal on it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, and I did. Ended up loving it, and I thought naval combat was fantastic. I loved it. I would never get tired of boarding an enemy ship. Let's put it that way.
Same.
It
And
was enjoyable.
sometimes I just took my time getting to where I gotta go. Cause I loved it when your soldiers
Hmm.
sang.
Oh yeah, they became your radio.
I'm like, okay, I could listen to this.
Hmm. I don't know, man. I'll never stop loving Odyssey because here's the thing. I'm a really big fan of ancient Greece, and I'm like, when they
So am
first
I.
when they first announced it, I was like, it's about damn time they went to this time
Oh,
period.
oh, by the way, segue.
Hmm.
Since we talk about ancient Greece, you got Netflix or no?
Yeah, I got Netflix. It's so many
Uh,
service I have to like remember.
watch Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
It's basically anime Greek mythology,
Oh, say no more. I'm gonna write that down. You said Blood
and
of Zeus.
yeah, and it's rated M. It's like there's like only like 8 episodes, but it crams a lot into it.
I'm gonna put in quotes anime Greek mythology.
Yeah, 'cause that's exactly what I thought. I was like, there's Greek mythology in anime. Holy shit.
I'm gonna put anime Greek mythology quote Manny. You
Hmm.
better not disappoint me, fam. Cause
Hey,
like
hey, I
it's
told you
really
about
it's
demons.
yeah
I
you
told you about Demon Slayer,
hey
so
you told me about Demon Slayer and I deeply appreciate you, but y'all haven't seen Angel Beats, so I'm a little salty about that.
I'm gonna watch it eventually.
No, you got. I feel scared every time I see Angel Beats on Netflix. I'm scared that it'll go away because at one point, like 7 or 8 years ago, it was on Netflix and then it was only there for a limited time, and it's been gone since then. It's only in 2020. I think in this year it came back, and I said, "Holy shit, the world's ending." Angel Beats is back on Netflix. So that's why I'm always so anxious
I
that you
mean,
guys should watch it because it's
how
like
long did you say this? How long did you say this when you said it's 2020? The world is ending.
I said that approximately 500 times.
No, I mean, when did you say it?
When did I say it?
Yeah, 'cause I was just what you call it? That you saying that did not age well this year.
Oh, yeah, no, it has not. That's why I said, yeah, I say it like 500 times a day.
I'm like, I was to say, Gian, that quote did not age well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, it's just like when I saw it back on Netflix, I was shocked, I was shocked to see it back because I was like, oh, Netflix ain't gonna get it back. Nobody watched it, and now all of a sudden it's back, and I'm like, and I watched it again and got sad again.
Mm.
But it's a really good show, and anybody listening, if you like anime, you haven't seen this show, you have to jump on it. I'm pretty sure if you're into anime, you've already seen this show. But if you haven't seen it, like how Furious Bueller says, like, go home, like go do it. Um, is that Ferris Bueller where he's like, "Go home"?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Okay,
go
that's what I
do it.
thought.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh god, am I quoting the wrong movie?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That's it.
because I remember Deadpool did the same. He's like, "Go home. What are you doing here?"
No, but you should. But okay, enough about the games we're playing. Next topic.
Yeah. Next topic. Yes, really quick. Um, what the heck is going on with Cyberpunk 2077?
I,
I know we didn't get into it last episode that it got delayed to like what
oh,
December
we were
10th.
talking about what the hell's going on with Halo. That's
Yeah, we
why.
were talking about Halo, and Halo I think was bigger news. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what I
So.
mean, it all depends on the person. Like, what's the bigger news to you?
Hmm.
Halo getting losing another director, or Cyberpunk getting delayed. I mean, I think they're pretty major topics, but I don't know. It just like went over my head. Um, Manny, would you be surprised if Cyberpunk gets delayed again?
Yeah, I actually would. I would be surprised and very concerned.
I mean, to me, yeah, I would be if it got delayed again into like next year. I'm just like, guys, like, at that point, that's just a management issue, like not managing time. I'm not saying that it's in the employees' fault, because I'm like the people working on the game, because they're doing all they can. I've been there. I've made video games before. It's not easy. It's easier said than done. Oh, excuse me. I was
Oh
just
no,
saying.
G oh no. Since I met you, Gian, I tell people all the damn time. I said, dude, I have a friend who's made video games, and he tells me this shit's no joke. So that's why
It's not.
that's why sometimes whenever I hear say, oh, dude, but they're just making a game. I said, dude, don't say that shit in front of
No,
me. I'll
they're
smack
yeah,
you.
they're making a game, but like, do you understand what goes into a game?
Yeah, yeah. I
Slap them.
told him
Well,
that.
say that while you slap them.
Do you understand what goes into this game? The hell's wrong with you?
It's not like you make a 3D character and you put him in there and that's it.
Yeah,
Bob's your
dude.
uncle.
Yeah,
No, it's like
yeah.
there's bugs, there's mechanics to develop. You gotta figure out what the
You
hell
gotta
you're gonna
test.
do.
You gotta test the
You
game.
you gotta test it. You
You
gotta
gotta
make
make.
test cases. You have to figure out
Yeah.
what how the PC configuration. Will it work on this guy's PC? Will it work? Imagine dealing with
I know.
millions of PCs. Millions of people are gonna play your game.
And then you gotta make sure it does good like an early release because they tell you, well, dude, you got a lot to do. Back to the drawing board, I guess.
So, like if something doesn't work, yeah. Like if something doesn't work,
Like for instance, like let's say like the head guy of the company just said, hey, we're gonna give you guys a little preview.
mhm.
Basically, what Halo did. We're gonna give you guys a little preview and look what
Oh yeah,
happened.
yeah. Like you could fuck up and show something early that's not ready. People would complain, and then the publisher be like, guys, people are
Yeah,
not people are
pretend you.
yeah,
Yeah,
people are like,
exactly.
hey, guys, people didn't like what they see. What are we
PR,
doing? Mhm.
PR. There you go. PR could be like, dude, what was that? It could
Exactly.
be
It'd be
like
like, oh,
it could be like that Family Guy skit with Noah. What the hell is this?
what is it? The penguin and the elephant?
Yeah, here's a guys. What the hell is this?
I remember you showed me one with when before AEW was created, or before AEW was on TV, and he was like, "What the hell is this?" And it's like Ring of Honor and New Japan mixed together.
Yeah, he said, what the hell is
What the
this?
hell is
Yeah,
this?
that's what the PR was probably telling people when
Yeah.
they just seen us do. What the hell is this?
Well, and as a developer, I say, well, we warned you.
He said, we did tell you it
We
wasn't
told you we're
ready.
not ready, and we broke our backs to make this piece of shit look less like a piece of shit. So sorry.
It
And
won't
that's what
happen
happened.
again, which I know that's a lie.
Yeah, I know that if you are not comfortable showing, and this is with anything. If you're making an art, an artwork, if you're painting a painting, would you show it off when you're making it? Like, no, it looks ugly. Like, it doesn't look like anything what it's gonna look like at the end. So why would you show it off early? And video games are like probably the best example of that. I mean, I'm not saying video games are the best or are the only example, but that's with anything. Oh, how's your movie going? Oh, it's rough. Oh, how's your painting? It's rough. How's the game? It's fucking rough. But yeah, with Cyberpunk, I really hope, I hope nothing for the best for them. Like, I hope they make that date of December, what is it, December 10th? I hope they make it. But if they
Hmm.
don't make it, like, hey, look, take all the time you need, but like, you should have been transparent. Hey, like, we it's like I said, it's a management issue. It's a communication issue because on Twitter they were like, "Hey, some fan asked, hey, I'm getting November 19th off. I want to make sure this game isn't getting delayed again." And the Twitter responded, "Nope, no delays, no more delays." And then literally like a day later, "Oh, Cyberpunk's been delayed for December 10th."
Mm-hmm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, like boom, boom, banana, banana,
Mm-hmm.
that's what frustrates me. And that's not the incompetence of the employees and the people working on the game. That's just a management issue. The incompetence of management. That's all it is. That's why games get delayed most of the time. I'd say. Most of the time, sometimes it's like, oh, we need more time working on this. Okay, cool. But if a game's gone gold and you still need to delay it, yeah, something's wrong.
Mm. I
Or
agree, because
or
that's the
there's a
part that
management.
had me like, wait, what?
Yeah, because the game went gold and it got delayed still. When you go gold, you don't delay. That means you're done. You're just polishing or you're just working on like a something that's here and there, something trivial probably,
Mm-hmm.
you're not fixing the game. You're not ugh. That's like a whole hour long discussion right there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's move on,
Cuz
shall we?
it's not like that. I'm not like frustrated that we're
Oh,
talking
I know.
about it. It's just like I've been there. I have like I'm not saying I've published no, I didn't publish a game. I'm still in school. I made video games. I have gone gold where core development has ceased and finished. Like we're done. We're just polishing. And my professor was acting as the publisher. Okay, I want the game at this day on this time. I want all the. I'm like cool. And I would imagine it's that experience, but times 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
But the only person playing is not only one person. It's millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine that pressure. And look, CD Projekt Red, I love their work. I really like Witcher 3. I never beat it, but I really like that game. I like how detailed that world is. I like how deep it is, and I like all the crazy shit they do, like how big this map is, how crazy the quests are, like how many quests, how long. I just think they make good games, right? And I don't want to see them fail, because I think they're too good to fail, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you're
Because they
saying.
were too pure, because they were like the chosen ones, you know what I mean? They're like the anti-corporate developer, if that makes
No, I get what you're saying.
yeah. Like I said, that's a whole hour long discussion right there,
Mm-hmm.
talking about crunch and bullshit like that. Because like I said, first hand experience. Segue into the next one. Xbox, the PS5 and Xbox Series X reviews are out. So this is pretty much like a review roundup we're gonna do. We just look at like the different websites and we look at what score they gave it, and we look at their pros and cons, and we're like, we talk about it, so on and so forth. So we're gonna start with I just had it, IGN. What did they give it, Manny? Do you remember? What did they give the PS5?
You gave it an 8.
An 8. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I think Xbox
Yes.
Series X and PS5 both got an 8,
Yeah.
which I think is
So
kind of fascinating now.
I mean, what? Because where's their? Where the hell is it? The
I know,
verdict.
I
There we
know,
go. There we go. I found it.
I know they gave the DualShock for PS5 a 9.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like, okay.
the technology that's in it is pretty impressive with the haptic feedbacks and all that. Because like you can actually, because I heard in this one game called Astro's Playroom where you could feel like the air being pushed or being. I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know if you've seen the demos of that game.
I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really have the
I,
exactly
don't.
faith in it. I'm like,
Excuse me. I just ate. That it's like a demo, not a demo. It's a game that's pre-installed on like this on the console.
mm,
So it is essentially a tech demo of the obviously the PS5, but mostly the dual sense of what it can do. So you could like feel like the haptic feedback and shit like that. So for example, if you like slide down a slide, you could like feel the character sliding through the slide like through your fingers like on the like how the controller vibrates.
that's actually cool as hell.
Just look up like a video from like maybe IGN and maybe like I would say the best video you could watch is Digital Foundry and their like impressions or like review of the game, and they could tell you everything. They're like probably the only channel that's like super detailed all that shit. IGN is obviously like the regular Joe consumer like what Joe Bob goes to. Oh, IGN, they have it. Okay, cool. But if you want more information, you go to Digital Foundry. They get
Yeah.
in there. They get, like I said, they just get in there. But really quick on the verdict. This is their verdict on the PS5. With a launch lineup dominated by games that are also available on PS4 and on the back of a generation already punctuated by incrementally, is that how you say it? Incrementally more powerful hardware revisions like the PS4 Pro, the PS5 doesn't quite land as a knockout punch yet, but it's definitely got the power and speed to be a real contender. I mean, what do you expect? That's like the same thing with every console launch. Every game, a lot of games on the system is gonna be cross-gen anyway, with maybe a game or two that's exclusive only. I'm looking at
Yeah,
you,
and that
you know.
yeah, and that's usually not, and they usually don't release those exclusive games to that system till like much later.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the first true exclusive at the moment is Demon
It's
Souls,
Demon Souls and what's his other game
the
called? The
Ratchet and
one that
Clank.
and
Oh,
no,
the
no, right to the Clank too, but
the
I forgot
cat
what the
game. You're talking about the cat game that Andrew was talking about.
no, the one that Andrew was looking forward to, but then his thing, the one you say you're not gonna throw your money at it.
Oh, Godfall. Yeah,
There you go. I think that's like that and Demon Souls are like the first two true exclusives.
right. Yeah, that's right. Godfall is only on PS5. Hmm. Yeah, so like those are the only experiences that you can only play on PS5. Yeah, that's what Godfall, Demon Souls, and then later. Oh, there's Destruction All Stars, but it actually got delayed. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But the cool thing is that yeah, it got delayed, but it's also gonna be free on PlayStation Plus.
Oh no, okay, that I
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it's gonna be
That
free
that
now. Yeah,
then that weird food game,
the food game.
that creepy game,
What
the one
creepy?
you go to like the one you go to like an island and like all the animals look like food.
Oh, Bug Snacks.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like one of the free games.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
that's gonna be the free game on launch. On November 12th. Yeah, that's like the one of the PS Plus games you can download. Uh, cool. I mean, I'll
I'm
obviously
like
I'll
cool.
take it. I'll play it.
I mean, I'm just gonna play it just because it's free. But if it freaks
Exactly.
me
Yeah.
out, I say I'm not playing this no more. This
Hey
game is
man.
discouraging me. Bye.
But
Cause I'm never gonna look at food ever the same again.
really quick about Destruction All Stars, that game was gonna be like $70, man. To be honest with you, this
Watch that game ends up being fun as hell.
yeah, I was kind of thinking that they were hoping for like another Rocket League situation where people can see it and like, oh, this is a fun game. But I feel like, I don't think people are willing to spend $70 on a game on a new franchise like this. Like, oh, it's just a racing game, blah blah blah, right?
Mm.
So maybe they would be more likely to play it if it was on PlayStation Plus. So they were like, hey, can we make the game better or a little better, run better? Yeah, let's just delay it a couple months and make it free. Cool. And it's exclusive anyway, so they're not losing out. People are gonna play it anyway on PS Plus. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, that a lot of the launch games are cross-gen games. So I'm like, well, what do you expect? Like that's common. That's
Yeah.
always the thing. Um, but to be honest with you, the PS5 is the only console at the moment that has those next gen games like we mentioned, Godfall, Demon Souls, and soon Ratchet and Clank. But Xbox doesn't really have a Series X exclusive game. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like a game you can only play on Series X. But no, everything is cross gen. Like Gears 5. Well, technically, one of the launch games is Gears 5, but that game's been out for like a year, right? But it's Series X optimized. Like it's optimized for Series X. Okay, cool. But like if you have Game Pass or whatever Xbox you're on, if you got Game Pass, that's the version you'll get. So, but that's the new approach that Xbox has, is that they're gonna make everything cross gen. You know what I mean? Like whatever console
Hmm.
you're on, you're gonna get the best version of it. You know. And I don't know if you saw in the review, they said if you have the Series S version, you get like the smaller digital copy of it, like it's like an optimized version.
Hmm.
So that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. So I think Microsoft's trying to think ahead while Sony's still traditional, you know, $70 release. Here you go, have fun. Well, Microsoft's trying to future proof itself. I mean, I Like on one hand, I'm just like, yeah, I don't mind because I'd rather own my games, and I like going out and I like buying games. I like that old school mentality, but I don't mind having the Xbox Game Pass way. Oh, all the exclusives are part of the subscription. I pay this monthly, right? But me and my big brain, my big collector brain, ain't gotta have it. I want to own it. I want to have a disc
Mhm.
version. But Microsoft will still release the disc version, right? For those people that are like that. But why would you? You know, unless they're like dirt cheap. Why would you spend $70 on a game that you can get for free if you pay this fee every month, and you have like 200 other games? It's interesting where we're heading.
Mhm.
Let's see. And Xbox Series X, they also gave it an 8, but Series S, they gave it a 7.
Mhm.
And I think I know why they gave it a 7. Do you know why, Manny?
That gigabyte size.
Yep. You know how it as I look for it, I'll just go on top of my head. I don't bother because every time I go to IGN, I'm like looking for an article. They give me a video. Well, fuck that. Anyway, from what I remember, the Series S, they advertised, oh, it's gonna have 512 gigabytes of SSD. Okay, that's not a whole lot, but it's a cheaper console, so cool. But in reality, the usable space is around 364 gigabytes. Big yikes. That's all I gotta say.
Mhm.
That's not a lot, especially nowadays. Manny, that is essentially Black Ops 2 times.
Mhm.
At best, you're gonna have 2 games on that machine. Like, what the fuck? It's like,
Yep.
no. And then they're like, oh, but you can expand your storage with the $220 memory card.
You're gonna spend $220 on a damn
Yeah, but
memory
why the
card. You might as well
fuck?
just
Why
get.
the hell would you spend another $200? That extra $200 you could have used on a Series X.
Mhm.
So I don't know who's the Series S for, except for little Timmy down the street who only plays Fortnite. Like
Mhm.
it's just maybe if you're like someone like me who's not a big Xbox fan, but you want to kind of dip your toes into Game Pass, then yeah, that's the machine for you. But good luck trying to fit those games in there.
Mhm.
So it's essentially you're gonna play one game only. You have this hard drive. You're gonna play one game and that's it. And when you're done with it, you gotta delete it. It's gonna be frustrating. It really is. Whenever they do more revisions to these consoles, I really hope the Series S can get like a storage space boost. You know what I mean? Give it a terabyte or maybe a 2 terabyte model one day. But with the price of SSD, I don't know, man. It's gonna be way too much. So I think we're gonna be stuck with these like storage spaces for a good while until SSD gets more like widely available, or more like I want to say like cheap, but I don't know how to say it. Acceptable, like more widely accepted, but also not too expensive. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
understand SSD is expensive, but I'm not saying oh make them $50 and people no like make it worthwhile. Like make it a good price and get whatever. I give up. But you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's disappointing about Series S. Because they, like I said earlier, they revealed like the storage space for Call of Duty. It's gonna be like 130 gigs. I'm just like, yeah, you can only install that game twice. I'm getting it on PS5. That's gonna eat up most of the hard drive space. I can tell you that because they confirmed that Spider-Man, along with the remaster of the original Spider-Man game, it's gonna be like 105 gigs. So there goes 200 gigs on my end. What do I do with the other four?
Mhm.
What am I gonna do with the other 400? Now it's like that time to think like, shit. What do I play? Excuse me. What do I play next after, or what do I install next? Anyway, Manny, this is the final topic of the day, and I'm really interested. What's your game plan about this? The launch day details for both consoles. We were talking about this earlier. So really quick, from the top of my head, for the PlayStation 5, actually I can just pull this up right now on the PlayStation blog. There we go. So at least for PlayStation 5, retailers said that they're going to have some, but it's going to be only online. because it says it says here on the PlayStation blog, launch day sales will be online only this year, so please plan ahead. So they're telling you, yeah, if you want a PS5 at launch day, you have to buy it online. Sorry, because they're playing it safe because obviously with COVID-19 happening,
Mm.
right now we're gonna get hit with a really
Mm-hmm.
nasty second wave. Everyone says. So they don't want people camping out like the old times. Um, I'll just read the whole article
Mm-hmm.
really quick. Let's see. Really quick. Yeah, no units will be available in store for purchase on launch day, November 12th here, and November 19th, wherever you're from. Don't. This is from Sid Schumann. Please don't plan on camping out or lining up at your local retailer launch day in hopes of finding a PS5 console for purchase. Be safe, stay home, place your order online. Really quick, Walmart said that they're gonna have it online on launch day, but like you said, Manny, it's gonna be like at 12 o'clock, like in the afternoon, like 12 p.m., then 3 p.m., then 6 p.m., and then 9 p.m. So they're gonna release it in batches. So let me ask you this: is that smart or is that just plain fucking dumb?
That's smart.
You think it's smart? Do you
I think
think?
it's smart.
Let me ask you
They're
this.
letting you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
go,
think.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Manny.
No, no worries. No, you're just letting the consumer know that hey, these are the times we're gonna have it. Just so we're just releasing them in batches, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, because it also concerns me about the scalpers. Like you're just telling them a date and time to set up their bots
Mm.
to buy them all. So
That
that's
too.
that's
That's.
because that's the only concern I have with Walmart. I already have my PS5 pre-order. I'm not concerned, but I'm concerned about obviously you, Manny, and I'm also concerned about Andrew. I'm also concerned about other people who
Mm.
that are listening and they want to buy a PS5. So I'm just like, well, I don't know. Like if we can't go in store, how are we gonna combat this? You either have to be on that computer, on your phone, at all times when they launch it, and just hope for the best. But with Target's interesting. I think they said launch day, they're gonna have it. You can buy online, pick up in store. I think that's what Andrew told me that it's buy online, pick up in store. Best Buy, I think it's the same thing, but I think it might be online only, as in like they'll deliver to your door. So Manny, really quick, what's your game
Mm.
plan? Like, what is your like we're
But
like what's your game plan?
so far, it's probably either gonna be Target, just so I could go there and pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm probably just maybe most likely Best Buy. Walmart is gonna be like the whole desperate time call for desperate measures.
Right.
So my first two game plan choices is either Target or Best Buy.
I don't know, man. It's just like I really hate what's been going on, like especially with the scalpers and shit like that. Like it just pisses me off. Like I call them the scum of the earth. They may be, I guess, good people but no, not when it comes to this. Like I knew a guy who did this, and I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? You don't
I
need
know
you don't
some
need you
someone
don't
at work
need
I know does is
oh
doing this. I'm like, dude, seriously?
yeah, I'm talking about dude, that's the same person I'm talking that the person you're thinking about. I'm thinking about him too. I know who you're talking about.
I'm like, really, dude?
Really, because you know what he told me, and I'm not gonna name him. I don't want to give him shit, but like I told him, dude, cause okay, he was like, oh, I'm charging $300 each, dude. People can buy this for $250 at Target right now, and they're not like. This was like 3 years after the PS4 came out, and I was like, yep, I got three of them, and I'm selling for 300. No one's gonna buy it off of you. They're 250, and they're easy to find now. Like no one's gonna buy it off of you. And I just told him whatever. Okay, cool. You just spent like what is it, like almost $1,000 on
Hmm.
3 consoles and a bunch of controllers, and like, no one's gonna buy it off of you. Anyway, uh, really curious on what's happening on launch day, man. I really hope you get one, Manny. And I told Andrew, I told him, brother, I hope you get one on launch. I'm hoping you do. Um, cause didn't they say that Demon Souls gonna have multiplayer?
I know
Like
they're gonna have like the
not multiplayer as
they're gonna
PvP,
have like
Like
they're
a
gonna have the videos where they could help you out.
right, but I meant like multiplayer, as in like people could leave clues for you, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been like a software. Well, it's not software, but that's always been like a Souls thing that
Right.
people could leave like clues for you.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping if I ever get Demon Souls, you could get it too, and maybe you can help me out, like whenever you're not available, but you left clues for me, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm. And maybe we could like all play Black Ops if it. You know, I don't know about Andrew. I don't think he's super interested in the Black Ops, but you know, if but I know Warzone is gonna be backwards compatible, so we could like
Hmm.
all hop on Warzone without
Well,
our.
I think Andrew made it kind of clear last week that he hates that game.
Well, if he hates that game, how come every time I get on, I always see him play Warzone? Huh, Andrew?
Ooh, ooh.
Every
I
time
think
I,
that's a call out.
yeah. No, I'm not calling him out. I'm just saying how it is.
Gian, that's what we call a call out.
No, a call out is like I don't know, insulting him. I guess I don't know.
I was just Gian,
I'm not
that's a
insulting the man.
call out.
I'm not insulting the man. I told him last week that I love him.
Oh,
Nah. Anyway, Manny. I think that's pretty much everything I had here that we want to talk about. Did you have anything in mind that you like really quick that you want to talk about?
nothing that I know of. Nothing
No.
off the top of my head.
All
I think
right,
we got
cool.
everything. I got everything I wanted to say out
Yeah,
the way.
yeah. I'm not saying today or this week was a slow week. There was a lot happening, but these were pretty much the main talking points I wanted to talk about. Just obviously what's going on with Cyberpunk, review
Hmm.
roundup of the next gen consoles, and all the launch day details about PS5. But really quick, I didn't talk about the Xbox. The Xbox, I think on launch day, it's just straight up, at least at Walmart, straight up, hey, at starting at 12 noon, have at it, you know. And I'm just like, well, that's gonna be a shit show.
Hmm.
But it's like at this point, if you don't have a pre-order, you're like, it's like survival of the fittest at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
So
like
I'm not gonna be.
you're on your
I'm not
own.
gonna be. Yeah, I'm not gonna be shocked if I don't get one launch day. I mean, it would be a pleasant surprise, but
Well,
I'm
I
like,
hope
I'm,
I
I'm,
hope you do.
yeah, same here. But I'm just preparing just to be like,
Right.
oh well, I got my PS4 here. I'll just until I see that
And
they
then
got it.
then your PS4 dies.
Oh my God, don't jinx it.
No, I'm
If
kidding.
that, I was going to say, if that happens, like one of these days, I'm gonna text you. So what the fuck, Gian?
Hey.
Well, I got a Switch. My Switch
Hey, you
exploded.
got to Switch. Okay. It's like damn Gino with its evil black magic.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I got the Switch, so I'm good. I can play Fire Emblem, so I'll be happy.
Ah, fuck. You know, you can't escape Fire Emblem every fucking week, man.
Yes, I could. Okay.
Anyway, Manny, really quick, is there a game out there that you want to pitch or you want to like tell people to play?
Hmm.
Please don't be
Sekiro, but I'm pretty. I, I was gonna say that, but I don't know. You know what? I already did it once a week.
Fire Emblem. You're like, yeah, just play
Yeah.
Fire Emblem. It's like, Manny, you tell people to play Fire Emblem every week, but that's fine.
It's like the Jimmy Neutron, if you know which one I'm talking about.
Remind me. I don't remember.
The show and tell one. Hey,
Oh
This
yeah.
is like, hey, this is like the seventh time you sold this
This
week.
is Ultra Lord.
This is
That's
also,
the second or that's the fifth time in a row you showed Ultra. How did that woman talk?
yeah.
Rah!
Rah! I'm like, yo,
Oh my God! How does that woman get through in life
I have no idea,
talking
but
like that?
let's see, Sekiro, Cold Vein. That's a fun one.
I was gonna ask you about Code Vein. How tough is that one?
It's tough. But it's not super tough. It's like a good alternative for Dark Souls. It's anime Dark Souls.
Right, that's the only main draw. There's like it's anime AF.
Yeah, like super that, but the story is really good, and
So for an anime
I'm kind
game,
of
it's pretty good.
yeah, it's a very fun game, and it has something that I'm surprised the Soul series hasn't put in yet.
Hmm.
It has a photo mode.
Ah. From me, I guess I could say that Yu-Gi-Oh game I was talking about earlier. It's
Mm,
Legacy of the Duelist. Like I said, if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh and you really want a cool game on it on PS4 and it's most likely gonna work on PS5, yeah, that'll be cool. It's also on Switch if you want to play it on the go. Hell, I mean, there have been times where I almost bought it for Switch and I'm just like, I don't know. It's like one of those times where like, man, I don't need it, but I wish I had it because it's such a cool, fun, it's just basic. It's just the card game on the go.
hmm.
But I'll switch it. But anyway, Uh, the thing about I rather have it on PS4 because I have the Spotify. I can listen to music while I play.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's my pick. Do you have any final words?
Everybody have a good weekend and
Mhm.
be safe out there.
All right, guys. We'll see you here next week. Next week, I I think I'll definitely have a PS5, so I could probably give you first impressions. But yeah, maybe I can talk about my experiences like that Thursday, and then by that day we record, I'll probably talk. I'll well, not most likely, I will talk about it. But anyway, we are